Hi, I'm here today to help you find a great clarinet teacher. It's not the easiest thing in the world to do. There are lots of different ways to find one, but there are a few tried and true ways to find a really good clarinet teacher. Why am I into this? Well, I'm a clarinet player. I live in New York City. I teach at NYU. I teach at Manus Prep. And I've been really lucky to have really great clarinet teachers. Bob Listokin and Tom Martin have meant the world to my career. And I'm hoping that I can help other people find great clarinet teachers too. Okay, let's get right to it. How are you going to find that clarinet teacher? First thing, check out your local college or university's music department webpage. Find their clarinet professor. Why? Plenty of clarinet professors teach outside of the university. You know that they know what they're doing, or they probably wouldn't have been hired. And if they aren't available, they will definitely have recommendations. Second option for finding a good clarinet teacher, community music schools. Your neighborhood probably has one. Get on the Google, look up your town name and community music school, and they're probably going to have multiple clarinet professors. Check them out. You've got a name. Maybe Google them too. Okay, next option for finding a good clarinet teacher, your local high school or middle school band director. Many high school and middle school band directors have lists of teachers for various instruments for just this type of situation. So you're going to have a pre-approved teacher for your high school or middle school band director. Okay, next way to find a good clarinet teacher. Put a comment on this YouTube. Tell me what town you're in. There will be other people who know clarinet teachers in your area. Okay, by now you have a running list of maybe 3 or 4 or 5 clarinet teachers, and you need to figure out if they're going to work for you. So this is where we move from finding somebody who has a clarinet, who knows what a clarinet looks like, and says that they teach, to making sure that that teacher is going to be right for you. Next item to figure out, what are your goals for the clarinet? Until you know your goals, you're not going to know if the teacher is going to be able to help you with those goals. Perhaps you're just looking to not sound terrible. Maybe you barely know how to put together a clarinet and all the dogs in the neighborhood are sitting outside of your window singing the song of their people, and you just would like to make them go away by playing a beautiful melody. I don't know. Maybe your goal is to make an all-state band. Maybe your goal is to go to college and major in music education or music performance on the clarinet. Maybe your goal is to become a professional clarinetist. Those goals are going to tell you what kind of clarinet teacher you're looking for. Okay, so now that you know what your goals are, you're going to need to find a teacher whose goals match yours. Some teachers are really great at teaching beginning clarinetists, and that's all they want to teach, and they just want to teach you the basics. On the other end of the spectrum, you have some teachers who only take students who are planning on professional careers. Perhaps you're somewhere in the middle or at either end, but you need to find a teacher that has the same goals. How do you do that? Ask them. Send them an email. Give them a call. Ask them. If they're not willing to talk about it, well, that's an easy way to cross them off the list. Every teacher should be willing to talk to you about what kinds of goals they have for their students. Okay, next thing you need to figure out, do you want your lessons online, in person, or, sometimes online, sometimes in person, sometimes through, some kind of astral projection. You figure it out. The last one's not real. You need to find out if your teacher does online, only in person, only through astral projection. Avoid them if they only do astral projection. Okay, so here's another one. This one we have to be a little bit careful about. We have to make sure that we're really respectful of our teachers' times. You want to get a trial lesson. Now, some teachers offer free trial lessons, some don't. I think it's fine either way, whether they offer free or only paid trial lessons. You're paying for their time. You're paying to see, when you go in for the lesson, do you get along? Do you click? Are they funny in a way that you think is funny? Are they creepers? I'm going to suggest that you don't take a lesson with creepers. But you need to get that vibe. Plus, you can ask lots of questions while you're in there. You're looking to see if this teacher is going to be a good fit with you, because you're basically going to be in a lesson with them every week for an hour. And if they're annoying, you don't want to be in that lesson with them. Okay, so every week for an hour? Wait a minute. Are you looking for a 30-minute lesson? A 1-hour lesson? Is this teacher going to be willing to have a steady schedule to work with you? Are they on tour a lot? Do they just disappear for days without telling you? This one's a touchy subject. Sometimes we have great players who play clarinet, flute, saxophone, oboe. Maybe they play on Broadway a lot, or they play Broadway shows in your town. Great, if that's what you want to do, wonderful. If, though, they're a middle school band director and they only learn clarinet in a class and they don't play it professionally, it might not be the best choice for you if you want to become a professional clarinetist. You're going to want somebody who has experience getting to a professional level of playing, and generally someone who is playing at a professional level right now. Does your potential teacher tend to say things like, just do it this way, because I said so? I don't know about you, but because I said so, even since I was a little kid, I didn't like it. Because I said so was almost guaranteed to get me to do it a different way. But if you provide some logic or a reason for why you're saying to do it a certain way, that sounds great. Let's figure this out. Does this teacher have studio recitals or other performance opportunities? There are things that you can only learn by playing the clarinet in front of other people. Are there any videos on YouTube of their students? Are there videos or audio recordings that this teacher can give you so you know the general level of playing? That could be helpful. As a result of having great clarinet teachers and a great deal of hard work, a lot of practicing, I've been able to have a career that's taken me all over the world playing clarinet and conducting, and I just wanted to find a way to pay this forward.